Gorgeous collective, happy Monday. Wishing you a beautiful day. I hope you had a lovely weekend. As always, readings are timeless. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But let's get into it. As always, if you wish to reach out for personal service, please email me at thewitch1010@outlook.com. Thank you also for being here. I love each and every one of you. So you could be dealing with someone who is used to getting their own way, and maybe they tried to force something on you, force their way, force their ideas, force their way of life, force you to accept shit that they said. You've got someone with love on the brain, trying to get all up in your business. You could be coming into some money, maybe winning some money. A random download, this person could feel like that they are the jackpot. And as I say that, boss daddy comes out. It could be a car situation or no movement. There's been no movement in the situation. Got groupie and running, so maybe some of these are runners. Or you could be dealing with a runner in a situation. Boxing could also be significant. Some of you could be getting a promotion or a pay rise. And you've got people surrounding you that are all fake smiles. Someone's not happy with, so I've got ain't shit, obsessive lover, somebody in their head who thinks you're uninterested, but ain't shit. So somebody who needs to grow up, maybe, who isn't happy within their life. Sorry, this shuffling seems to be taking forever today, and I know when to stop shuffling because the cards actually change sound. So there must be something that wants to come out. You could have been bullied, or there could have been an online heated exchange with someone. There we go. Yeah. You're really uninterested in bullshit. Somebody thinks that you're not interested in them. Okay, you could have had somebody accuse you of wanting to marry for money or hanging around them for the money, or somebody thinks that they're not interesting if they don't have the money. So it could be using scarcity tactics. We've got dusted off. Yeah, someone could be doing a lot of online research towards you. We've got fake flexing. Someone could be fake flexing to try and get your attention, to get a rise out of you. You're dealing with somebody with a huge ego. But you know what? You're the Queen or King Rising. You're really stepping into your power. You're not taking crap. You know your worth. Giving real Empress or Emperor vibes. could be in legal proceedings. We've got happiness hater. We've got shine. Your light irritates their demons, spiritual hater. Oh gosh, all right. Things might be a bit chaotic today. Okay, you could be coming into some sudden wealth. It's like a gift from the universe. 777 could be significant. Maybe there's some court thing that gets settled. We've got communication. Imprisonment. Someone could be facing jail. Someone could be trapped in their minds. Someone in despair. Okay, we could be hearing from someone official today. We've got official, person, and courthouse. We've got lovers, thief. Okay, interesting. I'm feeling very all over the shop, so you may have multiple things on the go today. But we've got courthouse and official person. Someone could have received some information that has them quite concerned. Someone's feeling deeply regretful. Now, this could be someone that you were in a relationship with. It could be a breakdown of any sort of partnership. If you are in court, someone could have robbed you of your finances. Got a little pickpocket there. You could also be dealing with someone who robbed you of like your emotions, your time, your support, your energy. My hands are feeling a bit cold. So you've got official person. So I'm also hearing with official person on fake flexing that you could be hearing something directly from the horse's mouth. Maybe someone's been spreading some rumors or some lies. For some of you, you could be hearing from like a solicitor or something about a financial situation. We've got false person on ego. So you've been dealing with someone who has no integrity, who has a huge ego. Yeah, giving real Empress energy. I started shaking. So you could be coming into a time of privilege. You've been working extremely hard. Someone's being, I'm even hearing false to themselves. We've got lovers on the bottom of the deck and thief. Interesting. It's like a full-time job. Someone... What have I done here? Okay, these don't even... belong to this deck. We've got someone haunted by their past actions, surrounded by karmic people, but you're definitely being protected. You're ignoring all the bullshit people with huge egos, false people. There could be important conversations coming. I was just asking if this was love or like a court situation, and 3 like emotion cards come out, the King of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. So there could be some sort of vulnerable communication that comes in today. Someone who's had a... Interesting that I said today. I normally don't do that. I normally say coming in. So maybe it's coming in today. Maybe someone who needs to take accountability because they've been false. They've been fake flexing, saying a lot of false things to try and get you to bend to their own way, maybe, so they don't have to take accountability. Could be dealing with a Gemini. I was just looking at the Gemini, the Lovers card on the bottom of the deck, and then I split it to the Lovers and the Star. So there could be healing coming to some sort of love situation, someone who has been regretful, someone who has had a wake-up call, feeling in despair. Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So, and we do have an eclipse at the end of this week. You can see with this Ace of Cups, I did say 8 of Cups, so this, and that's the card when you possibly walked away from somebody, but you can see the cycle of the moon. So this has been through a cycle. Brown eyes could be significant, but there's a passionate new beginning. Someone is, someone's in deep regret. They're having sleepless nights. There's a lot of fresh energy here at the moment. Yeah. You could be really standing in your power. You could be very detached, coming across quite cold, standing on your boundaries. I'm hearing you walk your talk. So if you've set boundaries and people cross them, then you hold them accountable. And, you know, people don't like that. I'm also hearing like the boundaries that you have for others, you set for yourself. So you hold yourself to the standards and then expect people to meet them. Behind that, we've got the King of Wands and King of Swords. So there could be important conversations that are happening today. Oh, I've really got the shakes. Someone could definitely be feeling out in the cold, stressed about how to have a new beginning with you, maybe. Yeah, you've been rising. So we've got 2 cards of like the Empress, the Queen rising, a privileged lady. You could be coming into higher financial means as well. But as you rise, like, people can't reach you on that level, and they may come back and try, but your light just irritates their demons. That was the Lovers. Came flying out of the deck. It was in reverse. It just come out a bit funny. That's why I put it back in. So maybe there has been a disconnect or a separation. Maybe this is a divorce. The Hierophant. Now, what I was feeling with that, you're getting some truth. You're getting some honesty. Like I said earlier, you're getting something from the horse's mouth. Could be dealing with a Taurus. It can also represent like society and authorities. So if you are in court or in some sort of situation where there's a judgment or something that needs to be made, you could be hearing from someone official in regards to that. A little heartbreak here. You've been healing through pain and heartbreak. dealing with somebody who has a huge ego and who has been false with themselves. Potentially going through an emotional awakening. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Alright, I will have to pause because they went everywhere. Okay, so I am getting like two different messages for two different situations. One, if it was pertaining to love, and one if it was pertaining to legal proceedings. You could have been dealing with somebody who doesn't know how to make something right in regards to some sort of love situation. They haven't taken accountability and just created a mess. I'm also hearing in the legal proceedings is that someone has been unjust and unfair in regards to your finances. They could have removed, like not given you access to it. That could be what you're in court fighting over it. They've hidden it and just haven't given you what you're entitled to. Seven of Swords in reverse in both situations. Like with love, someone realizing that you're not playing the game anymore. Like you've taken yourself off the merry-go-round in the chaos. You're showing quite a lot of strength and determination. You're standing in your ground. You're not taking shit. And also in the legal proceedings, someone realizing that their games are backfiring or their shady behavior. Okay, yeah, so you definitely could have multiple situations on the go. You could be presented with different opportunities or offers. Okay, we do have the Lovers did come back out. So I feel like you've been working hard on balancing your peace, on balancing your inner and outer worlds, on finding balance within all aspects of your life, which in turn has probably put a ripple effect out into the universe. Which this card can kind of sum up. So now, like, there's been positive transformation. It's a card of unexpected communication as well, and things to celebrate. So because you've been working so hard on yourself and you've stepped into this new vibration, this new energy, things can start to come into balance around you as well. You could be hearing from someone official in regards to your finances. That could be balancing out. Just be careful of the people around you if they're going to put their hands out for money. You also could potentially have someone wanting to bring balance into a love situation. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Gemini also. We've got two Knights. Yeah, the universe, it feels like, is about to bring you a gift. You could be feeling very bored and discontent with how things are, but you're like very much an open book. I feel like your intuition has risen. You know things that you probably shouldn't. You know, when it comes to other people, they've probably tried to hide things from you, like they've been fake flexing, but you've seen it all along. There's definitely some sort of completion here with lessons being learnt. you've definitely risen, you've definitely healed through the pain. I'm also getting that somebody tried to hurt you and it backfired, and then it's kind of brought about this explosive realization. So we have one of the fastest moving nights and the slowest moving nights here. If you are involved in a financial situation, I feel like that is definitely coming to an end. Yeah, you're about to get some truth and clarity. Red cardinals could be significant. I think you have someone who did a lot of faking, like faking till you make it. Maybe told you things to make you jealous, or maybe wasn't really honest with what they wanted, having some sort of rapid epiphany, knowing that they need to bring some truth to a situation. For some of you, if you have been under the weather or a little bit sick, there's a return to good health here as well. Archangel Raphael could be significant. I'm hearing but I am hearing you're about to get it. So whatever the situation is for you, whether it's love, whether it's legal proceedings, whether it's friends or family issues, you're about to have the truth. And it seems like it's coming from the horse's mouth, unless it's legal proceedings, and then you're hearing from like someone official. And you know, if you have had to, I'm also hearing like if you've had two or multiple situations that have been quite chaotic, everything's starting to balance out in your life. Seahorses could be significant, so could rabbits, squirrels, or like a white stag. Peacocks. There's that Ace of Cups. You may have had to stabilize and ground your energy while someone had to go through an emotional awakening. Every time this Ace of Cups has come out, I just keep hearing the word longevity. So whether or not that knows that something's going to go the distance, or there's been a history with somebody. Brown eyes could be significant. Used to. Someone's stressed from what's been withheld. Intuitively, don't doubt yourself. But I feel you're also like keeping to yourself. If people have been trying to hurt you intentionally, cause you pain and suffering, you know, I think you've clocked it as soon as it happened. If someone's like fake flexing and lying and it's just bounced back to them, you've reached a certain level. And if you're someone that continues to do the work, if you're like, you know, witches and high priestesses and stuff, the universe holds them to a higher standard. And so if anyone wants to come into their energy, they also have to be held to that standard. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. And that could be why if you're losing people, it's because they don't want to look at themselves and they don't want to do the work. But intuitively, deep down, you know what's going on. You've been healing from the pain. It's just like an instant thing for you now. Something happens and it's quite instant. You are receiving important intuitive insights, psychic insights. Your dreams could be quite significant at this time, so trust them. It's not leading you astray. The initials J and B could be significant. You're holding the book of knowledge. Pisces could also be significant, could be a moon sign. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Definitely dealing with people who have had a huge ego. It may have taken them quite some time to stabilize and ground and see through it, because you can see in this card, this person is wearing a mask and it's covering their eyes, but their mouth is still open. So they've probably done a lot of talking. Did we see the talking shit card? That was the Knight of Cups. So you could be potentially getting an offer or some form of communication. And the communication card comes out. Someone, just when that come out, you could be dealing with people who are extremely childish. You're about to get wish fulfillment. You don't see this coming. There's forward movement. Someone, yeah, with the page, when the Page of Swords comes out, I'm feeling that you're probably dealing with multiple, especially if you're rising in such a rapid rate. It probably, I feel like it went slowly, and then all of a sudden there's just like been this big shift in energy, because, you know, you're hitting your targets, you're learning the lessons, and you're dealing with a lot of childish people. And because of your newfound confidence and the way you react to things, it's bringing about some very swift, painful lessons for other people. Sorry, somebody could be knuckle crackers. We'll just switch up the decks. So you might have to have a choice or decisions to be made. Okay, so we've got a couple of cards of communication here. So let's have a look. I'm really getting, yeah, you're about to get clarity. The truth is about to be revealed. Some of you could be moving home. That was the Six of Cups. A past situation. Now children could be involved. Someone wanting to come back around. Someone's fixed themselves is what I'm hearing, with the Eight of Pentacles and King of Wands. Someone's checked themselves. You could also be, so there definitely could be recognised and reward in regards to finances and career. There could be something like an offer in legal proceedings, or a judge handing down a judgment. For some of you, there is an offer of love or a new beginning. We've got the Ace of Cups twice. You're moving on from stressful times. You potentially had to protect children if you have them as well, because you can see in this Six of Swords that there's a mother protecting. It looks like she's got her arm around two children. So you could have just moved on, and maybe that's been quite lonely for you. It feels like you've had to wait for the right time for this shift and for everything to move forward. Let's specifically have a look at love. What do we need to know about the love situation? Yeah, you've definitely got someone who is in deep regret, who has had Virgo, the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, who has had, yeah, I won't get any more on this. There's been quite the transformation. It's probably been quite rapid. There's probably some angry communication. But it's brought about clarity. Some wanting to offer a new beginning that's stable. But you can see this person feeling very deep and regretful. They've, like I said, they've been fake flexing, coming from a place of ego. And you're not the same person. Oh, and then when splitting the deck, someone wanting to come in for reconciliation and to repair things. I'm actually now starting to feel quite sick. So this person, so much that I want to vomit. So this person is probably feeling quite ill due to their past behavior. Okay, let's have a look at, so the legal proceedings card would be someone wanting to make something right. Okay, and in legal proceedings, there is some sort of financial offer or something being made towards you as well. So it's the same sort of energy and situation, but someone feeling regretful as well because their shady actions are starting to catch up with them, wanting to repair some sort of situation. Just going to grab one more card on each pile for clarity, and then I'll let you gorgeous people go. You trust your intuition. Yeah, you are the Empress. You are a beacon of light, and as you continue to grow and rise, you're going to irritate more people because people don't want to do the work. You are marriage material. The Hierophant can also represent like commitment. I think you've made a commitment to yourself, which is really beautiful. And we've got double Aquarius on the bottom of the deck. But someone who their wish fulfillment, who's hoping to bring healing to a situation. Oops. There's the King of Swords and the Star there on the bottom of the deck before. So I think someone has had an ego death. They underestimated you. Your glow up is triggering them. I'm hearing wounded people hurt wounded people. So you're probably dealing with people that haven't looked at their pain, and because they're hurting inside, they need to hurt others. Okay, you definitely have someone wanting to come back around, someone wanting to come in for victory and success, wanting reunions, reconciliations, commitment. There's stability coming to your life. I think you've already stabilized your life. We've got balance and, you know, I said earlier that you've got things coming into balance. So you could be manifesting change, manifesting in something new. Someone could be manifesting you. You could be just manifesting forward movement. There was a King of Cups and Knight of Cups that fell out. That's the Two of Wands again. So you definitely have someone who's wanting to offer you the world, or there's new opportunities. Again, you could have two different situations or multiple situations coming where you have to make a decision. I'm hearing the world is your oyster. And I'm also hearing childish isn't going to cut it anymore. Chariot, things move forward. Expect the unexpected. It is eclipse season. You're walking away probably created this explosive tower moment for somebody. We've got forward movement. It could also be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini or a Cancer. But there's forward movement. The hard, challenging times are behind you. You're in the start of a new cycle. You've got communication coming in. You've got clarity. You're about to hear things from the horse's mouth in regards to the truth. All right, gorgeous people, I will leave it there. Wishing you a beautiful day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.